This year for the 2019 Megavalanche, we had the opportunity to bring in CamelBak athlete Ray Morrison from New Zealand to help show me some tips and tricks for qualifying for the main event this year.
So we came into this week from Les Ors for Enduro World Series. The difference between the Megavalanche and the EWS, the EWS is normally over 1 to 2 days and it's multiple stages. With a Mega, there's thousands and thousands of people all practicing one course. And it starts on a snow and it's only one run. So it's kind of like an endurance downhill with lots of physical pedaling and a mass start. So the Mega is quite different, a lot more fun and a lot more kind of crazy and wild.
Yes. No.
The Megavalanche week, me and Colby started out with training the first few days.
I followed Ray through the qualifying course and through the glacier. The first day up on the glacier, I was super confident and may have forgotten a little bit how scary it was.
Yeah, both came in with a bit overconfident. I saw him take a few pedal strokes and he crashed and started to slide, and I went shortly after and I crashed and I did a rookie mistake and let go of my bike and I slid almost all the way to the bottom.
So gnarly. Oh, too fast.
Last year I was pretty bummed to not make it into the main event because of a flat through qualifying. So this year, following Ray down all of the tracks and learning some of the tips that she can give me from her experiences racing around the world, I was pretty excited to finally make it into the main event. So qualifying went super well. I was really lucky to have a front row start. The start of it, I hesitated a little bit and followed kind of the main field. Getting through the course was just super chaotic. Everyone was just going different lines everywhere. You kind of forget where you're going. But once we settled into the single track, it was just game on from there. The rest of the run went really well. I rode pretty consistent, tried not to get too tired by the time we got to the main climb, and passed a few riders at the end and qualified 19th. So I was super excited about that.
This race was really hard. So much fun though. The course was just from snow to bike park to just a grass sprint. And I didn't have a very good start, so I was kind of playing catch up and just trying to chase the leaders. And caught Ennis on the grass section, and it was just a 2x2 sprint to a finish. So super exciting and really hard work.
So coming to Megavalanche, we climbed up the famous Alpe d'Huez climb, and from there just the landscape and the views around us were incredible. It was just mountains for as far as you can see, and taking the top gondola to the peak, and it's stunning. It's such a beautiful part of the world.
A little nervous, a lot more nervous than last year, but see how it goes. There's a lot less snow on the glacier, which means there's a lot more rocks poking through. So I'm starting in the middle of all the chaos. It's gonna be interesting.
was probably one of the most nervous mornings I've ever had on a bike, and hands down the scariest thing I've ever done. This year, having all the fastest guys from around the world ready to charge down the icy glacier with a lot less snow this year was the scariest thing. The one thing I had to tell myself was don't send it as hard as Ray did because that would just be way too scary. I think Ray hit close to 70 kilometers an hour on the main stretch, which was not something I wanted to do.
I was really stoked to be able to get the opportunity to come back to Megavalanche. CamelBak supported me. They're one of the main sponsors of the event. So it gave me the opportunity to come race here again, which I was so stoked. And it was an amazing week hanging out with all the crew and yeah, getting to test all their product while racing.